Happy Friday, or whatever day it is you're watching this. I want to thank you guys for joining me again this week to take a look at the comics coming out next Wednesday, May 30th, 2018. This is a surprisingly long list, as the fifth Wednesday of the month is usually a light week full of annuals. Oh, and before we get into it, I'd like to invite you to stick around to the end of the video as I'll be announcing a giveaway and how easy it is for you to win. The book that I, and I'm sure most of you are looking forward to the most, is Amazing Spider-Man 800. This is the conclusion of Dan Slott's run and the latest Amazing Spider-Man story, Go Down Swinging. This is another 80-page story, but this time just a single story, and unfortunately, it'll be $10. You're definitely going to want to read this, as it'll have major impacts on Spider-Man, especially as Nick Spencer's run begins 2 issues following this one. The next issue will pretty much be Dan Slott's farewell issue. Brian Michael Bendis makes his mark on Superman starting here with the weekly series Man of Steel. In this issue, we'll get some explanation as to what happened to Lois, and meet a new threat that is setting Metropolis on fire. I'm pretty sure this isn't going to be Ragozar, whom we met in Action Comics 1000, but he will be the main bad in this series in the near future. There is a series of 5 one-shots called Batman, Prelude to the Wedding. This is the first of them, and it has Ra's al Ghul returning to once again recruit his grandson to the family business. Solo, a Star Wars story, comes out today, and this mini-series is about Lando's adventure over love and money leading up to the movie. The Wild West meets Game of Thrones, in this story by New York Times best-selling author Landry Q. Walker. The castle is overrun with soldiers trying to take the throne from an 11-year-old girl, and a mysterious stranger whom just arrived might be her only hope. As part of the Infinity Countdown, Captain Marvel has obtained the Reality Stone and will explore its power and learn the true natures of the Infinity Stones. Although it is outside the normal Valiant continuity, Valiant High is a perfect place to get started with Valiant comics if you haven't been reading them. The 4-issue miniseries will catch you up on some of the characters of the Valiant comics in the interesting high school themed story. The DC and Hanna-Barbera crossover will continue this week with 4 more issues. This week we get Super Sons teaming up with Dynomutt because apparently Blue Falcon has turned evil, and Robin and Dynomutt are friends. I wish Ace could have joined Robin in this, but it is good to see the Super Sons again since their series got cancelled last week. Flash and Speed Buggy set up a new origin for Speed Buggy as they accidentally travel to a post-apocalyptic future where in order to repair the timeline, they will have to fight a trio of villains: Savitar, Reverse Speed Buggy, and Speed Demon Buggy. Next is Aquaman and Jabberjaw, where Aquaman is called to save the people from a shark attack. But when he gets there, it's just Jabberjaw frantically looking for someone to help him as his home has been taken over and turned into a dystopian nightmare. So the King of Atlantis agrees to go overthrow the new Ocean Master. Also, this issue has a bonus Shazam and Captain Caveman story in it. Last of the DC meets Hanna-Barbera for this week is Black Lightning and Hong Kong Phooey. Black Lightning, who you will be seeing a lot more in the comics since the success of his TV show. Honestly, I can't comment on that because it's still in my list on Netflix to watch. Have you seen the show? What did you think of it? Black Lightning is hunting down 3 assassins that are collecting sacred texts, and one of the pieces are held by Hong Kong Phooey. This story too has a bonus feature of Spectre and Funk Phantom. Simon Baz and Jessica Cruz are sent to represent Earth in a Green Lantern ceremony that takes place every 1,000 years. But these two seem to stumble onto a mystery that has been kept secret, and now they plan to shed some light on it. New York will have to protect itself as Peter Parker and Mary Jane go on vacation. They've been saving up for this since Annie was born. This takes place before the 8-year jump, so all they have to do now is find a babysitter. I hope they find someone better than Sandman to watch little Annie Parker. In the X-Men Red Annual, we get a backstory of Jean after resurrecting, and the impact her death had on her family and friends. Wilson Fisk has been attacked by the Hand in their attempt to get Daredevil, and now Matt Murdock is the mayor of New York. Now the Hand is invading New York. Will Matt be able to hold his title of mayor? How will the Hand and Fisk retaliate? And are they copying the plot for Netflix's Daredevil Season 2? Ben and Johnny get the team back together again for the first time in a long time to fight a Doctor Doom whom has the power cosmic. This is another universe Ben and Johnny are stuck in, where their counterparts are out of commission, and they join this universe's superheroes to stop Dr. Doom, who has become Galactus, the Devourer of Worlds. Their best bet is the help of their Dr. Doom, who has followed them here. They just don't know if they can trust him. Nick Fury and S.H.I.E.L.D. are after the Punisher, and they can track him through his War Machine suit, but Frank can't just ditch the armor, he's gonna need it for his next big plan. The Avengers BC show up in this final issue of Lockjaw, where Lockjaw is up against the Nihilist to save his brother. But the Nihilist wants Lockjaw to gain access to every dimension. Maybe the Avengers BC will help. This will be the end of some of the X-Men as the Mother Vine story arc comes to a deadly close. Magneto reveals his secret plan, while Havoc and the White Queen's fate is determined. It seems like on every Earth, J. Jonah Jameson finds out the identity of Spider-Man, or woman. Gwen has revealed herself to him, and all we can hope is this fixes the timeline, and doesn't turn out just like when Peter unmasked himself in Civil War. Ms. Marvel is going to need to get out of this love triangle and act quick before it all blows up in her face. The You Are Deadpool 5-issue miniseries ends here, and this might possibly be a happy ending for Deadpool. You have to read it to find out. Jeff Johns' Doomsday Clock keeps on ticking. With it being 2 months since the last issue, this for me has become something to read and trade. But this issue promises to reveal some of the secrets to Doomsday Clock, so it might be worth reading now. Green Arrow Annual 2 is a Justice League No Justice tie-in, so if you're reading No Justice, you're going to want to pick this issue up. In it, you'll see Green Arrow and Amanda Waller. This is the final issue to the Justice League No Justice 4-part miniseries that is shaping the landscape for the new Justice League titles that'll be coming out in June. After capturing Raven and her mother, Trigon is close to returning to Earth with an army. Chuck Dixon's 12-issue series is wrapping up, and Bane has made it to Cobra's base to kidnap an infant. And surprisingly, Batman has tagged along to help. This is the close of Ed Brubaker's 4th story arc of Kill or Be Killed, where Dylan is trapped in an insane asylum fighting for his life. There's not much more to say about Brian K. Vaughan and Fiona Staples' next issue of Saga other than danger approaches. Captain Picard needs to prevent his evil mirror counterpart from galactic conquest in the final issue of Star Trek: The Next Generation, Through the Mirror. Lastly, a bonus, Ponyville Mysteries #1. I can't promise I'll read this one, but I do like mysteries. And in this one, the Cutie Mark Crusaders have to solve the mystery of who's been stealing supplies from the Ponyville Hospital. Well, there you have it. That's a brief summary of most of the comics coming out Wednesday, May 30th. I know there are a lot more people watching this as I've gained a good bit of subscribers since last week, and I want to say thank you for that. So to show my appreciation, I want to offer one of you a copy of Amazing Spider-Man 800. All I'm asking is that you be a subscriber, give this video a thumbs up, and leave a comment of what you're reading or what you plan on reading this week. I'm going to pick the winner from the comments. I really would like to hit 250 subscribers by next Friday when I reveal the winner, so if you guys can share this video with your friends and get them to subscribe, I'll pick 2 winners, thus doubling your chances of winning. As always, please share your thoughts and opinions in the comments below. Thanks for watching. Until next time, Brian out.